Hey guys, it's Rob, and today I want to talk to you about the power of will and what you can achieve with the power of will. The thing is, I need to talk about my backstory to tell you why I think I can talk about that topic. When I was a kid, I grew up in a small city in Germany, and I had a good youth. I played ball, I had a lot of friends, and I did so many cool things. So I had a good youth. My mom and dad, they lived separately, and I moved when I was 12 years old to my father and lived with him for a year. Now and then I realized that he was getting really sick, and it took me a while until I realized that it was pretty serious. He went to hospital then, and I moved back to my mother's house and lived from then. I lived there for the next weeks in the hope that he will get out of hospital, but he never did. When I was 13, he died of cancer. I lost my dad very early, and what happened then was I skipped school for a long time. I haven't graduated in this time, and I was a very violent and aggressive person, and I was really uncontrollable, and my family, especially my mom, decided that I have to move out when I was 15 years old and get into my own flat to live on my own. There was nobody anymore who gave me money and whatever it was, and I needed to figure out things, how to live my life in the future. When I was 18 years old, I finally decided to stop living like a piece of shit, and I wanted to achieve things. What happens if I have kids someday? What happens if I have a wife someday? Or things like that made me think about my future, and I realized that I couldn't do this any longer than that. And I started to go back to school when I was 18, and I finished high school when I was 21. And then I started as a trainee in a small business and finished that after 3 years. And then I worked full time. And next to the full-time job, I went to an evening school and studied next to my full-time job and finished this after 3 years, and specialized me in social media marketing after 1 year. So I ate shit for the last 10 or 12 years to be in the place where I am now. I could have skipped school and never graduated, and there are maybe people who made it without graduating, but the percentage of these people is less than, I believe, 1 or 2. I don't know, that's just a fiction number for me, but I think this is pretty unrealistic. I could have stayed on this path or walked on this path and did more and more stupid things and fuck up my whole future because I going after the wrong friends, or I'm doing the wrong stuff, or I'm doing criminal things. Whatever it was, I stopped it because of my power of will to achieve things, to give something to my future me, or my future kids, or my future wife, or whatever that pushes you should be on your mind. And I think there are no shortcuts in life, and you can achieve anything if you have the passion and the power of will. I'm a realistic guy. I know that there's a lot of shit happening in your life. In my life there was a lot of shit too, but I think everybody can do it, especially in today's world where everyone have access to the internet, and start selling things, or start doing your own vlog like I did, and trying to build something up and make a living of it. Just do whatever the fuck you want that makes you happy, because if you're not, you start complaining, and then you do shit. Complaining is always easier than working hard on things. If you hate your job and you complain all your life about it, but you do it for the money, is it worth it? Is this what you like? I did that while I was in the job, my last job. It sucked so hard. I was complaining all the time about my last job, even though you're paying me $5,000 to be in this job, which is a pretty good offer. To do this job, I was a customer service agent. I would never do it again, not for 10,000 euros, not for all the money in my life. I would do this again because it didn't make me happy. I was complaining all the time. Every day I was sick of getting up, going to this job, getting yelled at from customers, and then I go home and sleep again, and this is a cycle. I was so sick of it, and now I worked hard for it to do this what I'm good at. I work all day, I work on weekends, I work on holidays. I don't give a shit because this is my passion and I fucking love it. If you're happy right now, this is awesome. Happiness is a variable that you have to define for yourself, and that's why I say take a step back, check your life from a different perspective, and then take action and act to have a better life, a happier life. Okay guys, leave me a comment in the comment section and tell me what are you happy about, what are you unhappy about, and maybe we can share your opinions and you can share your opinions with other users. Would be glad to hear everything from you. For now I have to say thanks and goodbye. See you next week.